We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Two straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft, but he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
And going right back to Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
58 to Mike. 58.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Here we go. 50 cockroach. New York Jumbo X. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job here by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
New York Jumbo X. 4 down, check. 4 down. Cockroach. 9, check 49.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever. And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. That's complete to Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give here, Charbonnet. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Up the middle, here's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they at one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook?
There he goes, right side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Giants had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
New York Giants. New York Giants. Go, D. Kill. Adriana Lima. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Hey, Silver Momo. Watch the curls. Bama.
Here's Jones on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Now break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Oh, you got deep? Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now Gino. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. Go, go, go. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball. 13 to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. 50. Warriors, 70. 58's the Mike.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Motion left, Cup.
58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Gino now to throw.
I smell fear in that offense.
Catch is made by Metcalf. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
58, right there. Let's go, D.
Smith now to throw.
It's going to be a long day.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 27, Jones. He'll look downfield for Waller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Smith on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Campbell was finally on field for a full season last year, and he had more catches, yards, and touchdowns than his first 3 injury-plagued seasons combined. The Giants expect that there's even more untapped potential there, and he gets them a 1st down with that catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. Detroit.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 45 yards. They'll look to throw again. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
58, right over there, right over there.
Throwing now is Geno. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Jones throwing to start the drive. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run this.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's into space past the 25, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so...
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from 19 yards away. And the Giants start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you,
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
No ball. 58's the mic. I'm out. You better bring it.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And now here is another interception. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Biggie. Hey, Silver Momo. Crunch time, defense.
Barkley, inside handoff. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down again.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
4 down. Check.
Third down and 13.
New York jumbo X. Hey, 4 down. Triple right, Pacino. 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
3rd and 2, Smith. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Gino on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Now he's loose at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Back to throw, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.